The afternoon sky over Brookhaven shores was painted in cheerful summer hues, with golden sunlight bathing the town's annual lakeside carnival. Families laughed. Children ran through clouds of cotton candy scent, and the rhythmic hum of rides filled the air. But for Nathan Blake, the atmosphere felt suffocating. Beside him, his 14-year-old daughter, Ava, sat quietly in her high-tech electric wheelchair. Born with a degenerative neuromuscular condition, Ava couldn't walk. Her chair wasn't just a convenient seat, it was her freedom, her lifeline. She navigated the crowd with practiced ease, guiding her joystick with a light touch. Nathan walked close, protective, scanning the crowd. His eyes narrowed when he spotted two familiar figures. First, there was Dolores Trent, president of the Brookhaven Homeowners Association. She was the kind of woman who wielded bylaws like weapons and strutted through the neighborhood like she owned every blade of grass. With her constantly pursed lips and exaggerated sense of authority, neighbors had privately nicknamed her Dolores the Dictator. Trailing her was Ray Carter, a newer resident known for his temper and loud complaints about anything outside his rigid sense of normal. His son had once tripped over Ava's wheelchair at a neighborhood cookout, spilling soda on himself. Instead of an apology, Ray had launched into a tirade about her chair being a hazard. Nathan had kept calm, but he never forgot it. As the sun dipped lower, Ava asked if they could visit the lake. Nathan smiled and led her down the paved path to the water's edge. The area was quiet away from the chaos. Ducks waddled along the shoreline. With his help, Ava carefully transferred herself to a bench to rest while her chair remained parked a few feet back. Brake engaged. Then it happened. From behind a tree, Dolores emerged with an eerie grin. Before Nathan could react, she placed her hands on the back of Ava's empty chair, always taking up space, always expecting exceptions. She muttered. Then, with a sudden push, she shoved the chair toward the water. Nathan screamed Ava's name and lunged, but he was too late. The chair gained speed down the ramp, hit the water with a sickening splash, and bobbed momentarily before sinking beneath the surface. Ava gasped, frozen in horror. Nathan turned to Dolores, rage flooding his voice. What the hell are you doing? Dolores, unflinching, replied coldly. Just teaching you people a lesson. No more special treatment. Unbeknownst to her, a man had witnessed it all. Nathan's older brother, Gregory, tall, composed, and calm as ever. Gregory had served as a federal judge for nearly 30 years. He now stood, his voice booming across the lake. Security. Detain that woman immediately. Carnival staff and onlookers turned. Within moments, officers moved in. Dolores protested, insisting the wheelchair had rolled on its own. But Gregory's word was gold. His stern presence left no room for doubt. Meanwhile, Nathan jumped into the water, searching for the chair. It was gone, swallowed by the murky depths. Divers were called, and after nearly 20 agonizing minutes, they recovered it. Gasps rippled through the crowd. The chair's brake cables had been cleanly cut. This wasn't impulsive rage. This was sabotage. Gregory's expression darkened. He called in police investigators and demanded the boat ramp surveillance footage. But conveniently, the primary camera had been offline for maintenance. The head of Carnival Security, a woman named Sheila Vargas, gave the explanation. Nathan remembered seeing Ray Carter lurking near the camera booth earlier. Was it a coincidence? As police gathered evidence, Gregory moved fast. Criminal charges were filed against Dolores for destruction of medical equipment and endangerment of a disabled minor. Nathan, with Gregory's help, launched a civil lawsuit. Then came the bombshell. Investigators found Dolores had recently withdrawn cash from an HOA account. The funds had been used to purchase high-grade cable cutters, the exact type used to slice Ava's brakes. Her fingerprints were found on the discarded packaging in a nearby town. But it got worse. A routine audit of the HOA revealed that security head Sheila Vargas had been receiving payments from a discretionary fund under Dolores's control. She confessed Dolores had bribed her to ensure specific cameras, like the one near the lake, would be disabled during planned confrontations. The town was outraged. Neighbors who'd been bullied by Dolores for years came forward. Court proceedings began, drawing intense media coverage. Dolores tried to defend herself, claiming she was preserving community order. But no one believed her anymore. Ava testified with grace and strength far beyond her years. She described the terror of watching her chair, the symbol of her independence, disappear beneath the water. Nathan broke down on the stand, describing the betrayal and trauma his daughter endured. Dolores was found guilty on all charges. The judge, visibly moved, sentenced her to multiple years in state prison. She left the courtroom in disgrace. The civil case resulted in a massive financial settlement. Dolores's assets were liquidated. Ava received a brand new, top-tier, all-terrain, waterproof chair, sleek, powerful, and a symbol of resilience. Brookhaven Shores changed that day. The HOA was overhauled. Sheila Vargas was arrested for accepting bribes. Ray Carter, though never formally charged, became a pariah. Justice had been slow, but it struck hard. And Ava? She now rolled through the neighborhood not as a victim, but as a symbol of strength. The girl whose freedom was almost stolen became the heart of a community that finally remembered how to stand up, not just for rules, but for what's right.